Hello, hello, hello. Today we're gonna be talking about why CJ Sofu has lost child custody already. Already, it's gone. It's over with. Let me break it down by law and not by emotions. I know a lot of people's out here real emotional and they wasn't putting down no facts. So here I am, letting you know some facts. Facts over emotions. Okay. It says one of the cornerstone principles in Nevada's approach to child custody is the presumption against awarding primary or joint custody to a parent who has committed domestic violence. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. Okay, this is for custody cases in Nevada. It says one of the cornerstone principles in Nevada's approach to child custody is the presumption against awarding primary or joint custody to a parent who has committed domestic violence. So that means that if you have been accused of DV, it is the presumption that you are already not going to get primary or even joint custody. Okay, so it's already over with in terms of custody for CJ Sofu. Okay, and also, let's read the biggest mistake in custody battles. Okay. It says prioritizing personal interests over the child's best interests, which courts view as the most critical factor in any decision. This often manifests as alienating the child from the other parent, speaking negatively about the other parent, or using the child as leverage, all of which are can severely damage a parent's case and harm the child's well-being. Okay, let's read what looks bad in the custody case. Okay, it says prioritizing your own emotions over the child's best interest, bad mouthing the other parent, which we have seen him do this countless times, engaging in conflict with the co-parent, violating court orders, using children as leverage or messengers, posting negatively on social media, and introducing new partners too rapidly, which all of this he has done. All of this is he's even documented doing this. He is the one that wanted to lose custody because he could not afford to take care of these children anymore. And he was only trying to have the children to harm them to get insurance money. And when that didn't go his way, with all the weird actions he did before that, he was going to lose custody of these kids regardless if she ever was to take him back to court. That's why he didn't want to go back to court because he know what he had been doing prior to this. He already knew that if they ever was to go back to court, that he would lose custody. He is the one that didn't want these children no more when he couldn't utilize them for what he wanted to utilize them for. Okay. Custody already lost. Custody already lost. It's over with. Oh, and for the people who are related to this clown and they think they can badmouth her and say messed up stuff on their platforms, guess what? Domestic violence. Also, let's look up the word domestic. It means domestic relations or family relations. That means if you are a part of a family or you are a household member, you can be charged with domestic violence. It does not matter if you're in a whole different state than this woman. If you fall under the category of family relations, family, or a household member, you can be charged with DV. You do not have to reside in the home. You could just be a family relation or a family member. You do not have to reside in the home. Let me make that clear. So if you're in another state and you have a platform, because you ain't, this is the person that I'm thinking of, they're not important enough for me to bring up their name because they're a crackhead. But if you're in another state and you have a platform and you're uploading and saying horrible stuff about this lady every night, you can be charged with domestic violence. You niggas out here who don't understand the etymology of words, who don't understand the law, please start to read. This is why a lot of people get charged with crimes because they don't understand the law. They don't understand the etymology of words, which is like the meaning behind words. They don't understand any of this. So they just be out here reckless with the mouth, committing crimes all on social media, recording the crimes that they're committing, and then they get shocked as hell when one day the person that they're committing the crimes against holds them accountable, and then they're gonna have a shock face when they getting hit with charges, fines, or jail time. Okay, please learn the law. So if you out here being a CJ Soulful goon and you have any relations to that woman that y'all sitting up here cyberbullying, harassing online, you can get charged criminally too. Okay? Just wanted to put that out there. Like she said, who next? And with that being said, I'm out.